Pressure as a leader is not necessarily a problem. Often, the common advice that you'll hear when people are going through hard periods is you need to lower your stress, you need to be under less pressure. But this isn't always realistic or relevant advice in leadership because pressure is an important part of leadership. In fact, pressure is that driving force, that engine that will propulse teams and help you lead through changes, jump through hurdles, and really create impact and lasting changes. So we're not trying to necessarily lower the amount of pressure that you have in this series, because without some degree of pressure, really there is no leadership. The problem is that many people confuse pressure with stress, and those two are not the same thing. So because people confuse pressure with stress, they often think that the solution is to manage stress. They exercise, they go to the spa, they get a massage, they take some time off. And of course, these things can absolutely be beneficial and help you recover. And I'm, of course, encouraging you, if this is a solution for you, to do that. Of course, these are relevant things. However, these things give you temporary relief, but they don't change how you operate in the long term. So we're not trying to eliminate pressure from your life, but we are trying to increase your capacity and your ability to hold pressure in your leadership. So, yes, we want to help you improve your capacity to hold the pressure and help you know when to release it so that you have breaks between these demands of holding the pressure and have that ability to recover. So this is what we're going to talk about in this video. So what's the difference between stress and pressure? Well, pressure is the demand or the responsibility, which of course as leaders we have a lot of. Stress is the strain you experience when the pressure exceeds your capacity to hold the pressure, or when the activation from this pressure continues after the demand has passed. So two people can face very similar pressures or demands and experience very different levels of stress. We know this, right? There are some people who seem to have not that much responsibility, but are seemingly very, very stressed, and other people who may have much higher demands and responsibility and feel, at least they look calmer. We can never know for sure, right? But capacity makes a major difference in the experience. So the ideal cycle in terms of pressure, so that it doesn't become a strain or stress, is the ability to hold pressure when the situation requires it, and to use it as a catalyst for action and change. Once the task is completed, or the project is underway, you need to be able to signal to your body that now you can release that pressure. And so that allows you, that down regulating of your nervous system allows you to recover, to allow your body to recover, to rest, to get back into balance so that you can handle the next time that you need to be under pressure. So this is often a problem because many leaders are seemingly or have trouble letting go of the pressure. Often they're able to hold the pressure even when it becomes stress, but letting go of the pressure seems to be a problem. We see this a lot in people who, if you leave the office at 6, but you're still in problem solving mode through your evening, perhaps when you're having dinner with your family, perhaps maybe even at night. So that very active and very quick mental activity that's not calming down, that's a signal that you are holding on to the pressure longer than it needs to. And this is hindering your recovery and hindering in the long term your ability to lead. So over time, if the body stays activated in this tense state under this pressure, well, this is going to affect a lot of things in your body, like your sleep, your digestion, your energy, your mood. You can have headaches, right? High blood pressure, right? The word's in it, pressure, physical tensions, and it will affect your recovery and your ability to get some rest and rebalance. There are many other signs and symptoms possible. You name it, it can lead to so many imbalances if you keep that pressure within you for too long. So, as I said, the goal is not to simply lower pressure, but the goal is rather to build your capacity to remain steady under that pressure and minimize the impact on your body. So, as you learn to hold and then to release the pressure when you no longer need it, and in moments of recovery, you'll get better at it, because capacity is not a fixed thing. It's like a muscle. It's something that you can improve with the right practices and foundations. And this is what we'll be learning in this series. So, in conclusion, pressure is an important tool for leadership. It's an unavoidable reality of being a leader. So there's no need to try to lower the amount of pressure. We're not trying to lower our ambitions or our dreams here. We're just simply wanting to understand how to manage the pressure, to hold it effectively when it's needed, and to release it so that we can recover between these periods of demand. Yes, so potentially you are holding on to more pressure than you need to for longer than you need to, and this can lead to imbalances, and we can change that. We can help you as soon as you understand a little bit better how it feels, how this tension feels in your body, because often what happens is that leaders numb this discomfort so that they can push through, right? So when you learn to recognize these signals and to let go of the pressure, this will help you improve your leadership and potentially reduce the health impacts in the long term. So in the next video, we're going to be looking at how to recognize when this pressure has become tension in your body. And further along in this series, we're going to go through simple exercises to release the tension. So I'll see you in the next video.